Hey everyone, we get us wireless in chat. It's an event spawn, also weekly quest for the tier. It's Dark Dragon type tier B, Gen 5. You might want to throw a Night Ball or Fantasy Ball at it. We're going to be getting going momentarily, but you might want to go ahead and throw this again. Night Ball, Fantasy Ball. Good luck, everyone. Cal, thank you so much. I will give proper thanks and welcomes after this gets going. Okay, everybody. Thank you, though. I appreciate all of you. Good luck on your throws, okay, my friends? And I'll call out when there's timer ball. Timer balls now. Good luck, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Wargaming Recon here. I hope you're having a great day. B, you're on a 5-stream streak. Way to go, my friend. Hello, hello. How are all of you doing? Don't forget, we are a safe and inclusive space. You can share your links if you'd like. You can share your pronouns if you'd like to as well. If you want to know mine, here we go. This will tell you all you need to know from me. It might take a moment. Things are a little slow. And say my name, say my name. I love that clip so much. You can also share what you're doing on our Discord if you so wish, and see what I'm up to on socials. Although I don't post so much anymore nowadays. But welcome in, everyone. Just heads up, I am getting over a really, really, really bad upper respiratory virus, and it laid me out cold for like all weekend. I was basically in bed sleeping through it, and I tell you, the dreams I had were crazy, like really bizarre fever dreams. A lot of you were in them, and I don't remember exactly how or why, just like they were really fantastical, but I do remember a lot of you were in them, and they're just like odd dreams. But I'm up and about well enough to stream tonight. I'm sorry for canceling streams on Friday and Saturday. I was not up to it. And then also today's the first day I've been back on Twitch for like a week, because early last week my mental health was in the gutter. It was really bad. Sorry. It was really bad, and so I just kind of went back to basics, and that brings us to now. But I hope all of you are well. V and Void, thank you for claiming your attendance. Good job on using the secret word. Sally, thank you for throwing your Ultra Ball. Y'all, if you don't know, Sally is going to be on vacation this month. So exciting for them. And they'll be streaming again next month when they come back. So that's a lot of fun. Hey, Gundam, how are you? Way to go, Hannah, on your 7-stream streak. In case anyone's wondering, I'm drinking some lemon ginger tea with tons of honey in it. It is so good, and it should help me out because my throat's feeling a little ragged today, a little dry. But it's the first day I haven't needed Tylenol for all those aches and pains and fevers And first day I haven't been using cough medicine, so those are all good things, right? But I'll be sipping this throughout. Yeah. Um, so there are many reasons why I do not love Starbucks. But there's one thing they make that I adore, and I will get there. And it's actually a fan creation or a customer creation, I guess might be a better way to phrase it, called a medicine ball tea. And so people were ordering this like off menu thing for ages. And the employees just knew what it was. And eventually, Starbucks made it official and put it on the menu. But it's not called a medicine ball tea. Like, if you were to order it that way, they'll know what it is. But it's like a honey citrus mint tea thing. And so I like it a lot. And I've learned how to make it at home. And exactly which tea bags and brands to use. They add up, though. So this is not that. This is, I think my wife had some celestial seasonings, lemon ginger tea, and I gotta be careful with ginger though, because it makes my reflex go wonky. But that and honey. Oh, and actually, interesting medical factoid. I'm not a medical professional, nor do I intend to be one. But medical professionals, and in particular, if any of you ever watched Dr. Mike on YouTube, he's a real doctor. Uh, and I've checked this out with my doctor. I would suggest you do the same with yours as well. But he has said that having honey is going to give you the same effect as most cough medicines, and uh, that it does enough to kind of thin your, this is going to be gross, but thin your mucus and stuff in your nose and loosen your congestion and everything. And my doctor agreed and said for most just regular cases of that kind of stuff, it's what you need. And so if you like the taste of honey and you can get some, I know honey can be expensive, but if you can get it, do that. I think it's a teaspoon, I think, just a teaspoon worth. And if you can just do it straight, great. If not, um, put it in some tea. So you don't like mixing mint and lemon teas, but you like, yeah. So I was confused at first about the mint and the lemon, and actually it goes really well. Um, oddly enough, um, so the one I use, because it's hard to get a straight lemon tea, I found like a lemon peach tea, which is really nice, and I'll do that with this just mint tea. And I know why the mint's in there, right? Because the mint can help with nausea, even just the smell of it, and just a little bit of the taste can actually help to calm down nausea you might have. Obviously, if it's severe or whatever, that's different. Some of that sort of stuff. So, a quote unquote medicine ball tea um, just kind of covers all the bases. Let's see, local honey. Yeah, I know, I've heard that too. Oh, Void, I'm so sorry. Oh, and you tuned in here too. Oh my goodness. Boy, so many hugs to you. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for you having to travel. I'm sorry for all of it. Um, that's just, fuck cancer. Fuck, 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 fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. I can't say it enough. Fuck, 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 fuck cancer. Boyd, I'm so sorry, my friend. Hopefully you or others may be able to look at it that he's no longer in pain and he's at peace. And if you believe in any sort of an afterlife, maybe that can be something that can be healing for you. Um, but also, hopefully, you'll be able to think about any good times and good memories. But Boyd, oh, so many hugs for you, my friend. I'm so sorry. Well, thank you, Hannah. It's just uh, fuck cancer. Say it again and again and again. Fuck, 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 fuck cancer. Now that would be a clip of me just saying fuck a million times. And taken out of context, people would be like, what the heck is going on over there? Why does that person keep on saying fuck? Can't remember the brand, but there's a herbal tea called Lemon Left. Oh, I wonder if it's well, now I'm gonna look that up. Oh, Gundam on the 7 stream streak. I should really be doing something for those streaks. Sally gives extra loyalty points, and I don't want to just steal what Sally does. Oh, Bigelow. Bigelow does it. Lemon Lift. Let's see. Excuse me. It's has let's see. Each ingredient has been carefully selected. Blah blah blah. Our lemon lift is smooth. Yeah, I can show you all on screen instead of me just reading it to you, because me reading is boring. You looking is more interesting. We don't need the donation overlay there. Let's get this up. One moment, and we'll take a peek at this. There we go. Lemon lift tea. It's right here. Lovely lemon notes, addition warm spice. I wonder what this warm spice is. Gives it a lift. What is in it? Black tea. Oh, it has black tea. Oh, so that'll have caffeine in it. Hence lift. So, yeah. Okay. I do love a black tea. Don't get me wrong. But not for at night because that would keep me awake. But this is good to know for during the day. Bigelow is woman owned? I did not know that. Of course, I'd have to fact check it, but that's really interesting to know. Huh. Ingredients: black tea, natural lemon flavor, spice, some sort of spice, and lemon peel, and gluten free. Interesting. Oh, okay. See, I would have guessed that it was I can't think of the name, but there's a company they make a tea called Throat Coat, and it's one of those natural tea um brands, and I would have guessed that it was something by them. Oh, traditional medicinals. Hey Barry, how you doing? We're talking about tea here. Throat coat is really good, too. It's expensive, but it's really good. Oh, Barry, thank you. And Barry, also, thank you so much for your kind DM. Really, I appreciated it very, very much. Um, I saw the friend request, and I don't want to tell you how long it took me for me to realize that that spelled a B like in a really unique way. Because I was like, "Who is 13 Ari? I don't know 13 Ari. What the heck? Who is this person? Are they spamming me? Like what? It's..." And then after a while, I was like, "Wait, I know who that is. Accept, accept, accept." Even it took me way too long to really figure that out, and I'm just like, I felt like a total dingus, but also it was totally worth it. It really was. Um, but yeah, we're talking about different teas. Hey, no, I hear you. Lemon balm tea sounds nice. So I've learned that you know how there's all these different companies that make sleepy time teas? I can't take them because they tend to have oh, what's the ingredient? They have a thing in them. It's usually some sort of plant related to dandelions, but apparently I'm allergic to it. Organic lemon balm leaf.
Brace your balls.
Brace your
If
balls, we
someone
can
else
spawn and
inside, I don't
come in.
care as long as there's
As
consent.
we're lost talking about tea. I'm sorry, everyone. Hey, Benji, how are you, my friend? No, but lemon verbena is really good too. Oh, we get an event mod. We got a Bombardier. It's weekly quest for tier. It's event spawn, Nightball, Mockball, Gen 9, Tier B, Flying Dark type. Hooky catch, Nightball. I'm getting better, Benji. I was saying that like I was out of it all weekend with this really bad upper respiratory virus, and then like last week my mental health was in the gutter. So it's been a week since I've been on Twitch. I popped in earlier today into Nibs' stream and a couple others, and I was just like hi, and then like I left. But that was about it. Good luck everyone on your throws. Yeah, I don't even know where we are with event. I haven't even looked at PCG quests. I think I was in tax stream for a little bit just to do my TCG daily. Like I'm completely out of it. I'm sure there's a lot that's happened that I've missed. Um, Cheeky had DM'd me about something, and I was just like, I feel like I've missed so much, and I don't know what's going on. Ginger tea for ginger tea for the tum tum. Peppermint tea for your nasal, and chicken soup for your soul. Why not berry for my soul? Can I have some like berry hug for my soul? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, Timberwolves now. Throw. That doesn't surprise me, Benji, but uh, you and I are gonna have to DM. Order up. Let's see who caught. Sally got candy! I want candy. I want candy. Way to go, Sally. Congrats on the candy. Also, Benji caught, Barry caught, and myself. I'm gonna mute because I gotta blow my nose and I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. So last week, actually, as a sort of pick me up, I decided to dig deep into some of the streaming funds and spend a chunk on them on a Lego thing. And at first, I felt really bad about it. And then I was like, no, it actually counts because I'm going to build it on stream. So let me show you what it is. I have to pull out all the accoutrement that came with it too. So to give you an idea, thank you, Benji. It came in this gigantic bag. Okay. One of the things I got with it was an official Lego tote bag. I've never had one of these before, so this is exciting. The girls were with me, so they each got a Lego thing. The eldest did the build a minifigure thing and built 3 minifigs, and the youngest wanted a Stitch keyring. And then the store had these left over from their in-store build event, where you could go and you could build and keep. So we got those. I got this gift with purchase. Benji, I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. And so you make these, right? And you can swap them out for inside the TV set, which is cool. I got, this is going to give you a hint of what I got if you didn't read the title. This gift with purchase. Two. This is what we're going to open tonight and work on building, because I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. And then this just released. It's the official Lego Ideas Goonies set. And I remember seeing it on Lego Ideas and when it got picked and hearing what they were going to do. Congrats on the streak, 5 stream streak there, Benji. And they did an amazing job on this. It has all the stuff in it that you could ever want it to. It has play features. One side is a ship, the other side are key points from the film. If I'm spoiling this for you, the like this has been around for ages, you know. Uh, so this is going to be a blast to build. Oh, how many pieces is this? This is 2,912 pieces. So this is going to be. Oh, sorry. That's going to be near the top of the build queue for me when we get to that. And Benji, if you want to DM me about how you're feeling, what's going on, um, totally cool. Hey, Cheeky, how are you? Um, I might not get back to you right away, just because as part of my mental health, I realize I've been stretching myself too much, so I'm kind of getting back to basics. It might just take me longer than usual to reply, but you can totally can. 30 event catches this week. Okay, we'll take a peek at that. How's it going, Cheeky? The time zone difference. I don't know if it's really, really, really late your time or like super early in the morning. Actually, your same time zone, I think, is Benji. I think. Oh no, Benji, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, why don't we take a peek at event stuff quick? Just because I haven't. Oh my god, I forgot you work those crazy hours. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Cheeky. I hope you are able to get some rest so that you will be able to get to your appointment in the office in good time. Okay. Okay. Today's a good day. Less work is good. The office stuff is. Oh, okay. Cool. And let's go here and let's go look at stuff because like I said, it's been a week without me being on Twitch. You're part of the OR now. OR operating room. Benji. Oh my God. No. Seriously? Oh, I'm so sorry. That is a lot. That is a lot for anyone to take in. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I've heard all sorts of stories um, of people getting that sort of stuff. Some good, some not good. Okay. Here are the weekly missions. Option C, trade fairy type Pokemon for Xerneas. I don't think I have one of those. Oh, I did a trade here earlier. I don't know what I traded. Catch Pokemon weighing above 97 kilograms. You need 3 of those, you get a sparkling egg. Attempt to catch 8 B tier, you get some friend balls. Miss 12 catches, you get 10 night balls. Use 50 super effective moves, you get 3 empty discs. I probably won't get that. Battle using Dark type Pokemon 11 times, you get a Grass Stone. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Catch 5 Eventmon, you get 3 Dark Discs. Option A. The option C is a pick one mission. You can pick. Right, 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 right. Oh, apparently, I guess I picked option B, apparently, because I traded a Dark type, I guess. And then 4 weekly missions, you get a golden coin, of course. Okay, I might not be getting the weekly missions done for that, but that's okay. Let's see, missions for this. Oh, okay. Are you sure? Because I have one in there already. Doesn't that mean I'm already committed to that? Oh, I see, I see. Thank you. You know, Benji, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? We all make mistakes. There are all things that we do that we could do better, but it's okay. It's a rough road, but it doesn't mean that it will end up being a horrific result, right? There is still hope. Like, you know, here's the TCG daily missions. So there's you want to collect 18 common cards, 5 metal type cards. Thank you, Benji. If you open 3 packs of any type from SVO3 and 2 heavy packs. Okay. Well, maybe I can do some of this right now. Let's see. Um, yeah, why don't you DM it to me in case other people don't know? So I'm going to see if I have any heavy packs for SVO3. Let's see. No. So let's buy 2 heavy packs of SVO3. We'll take 2 of those. And let's do that here. Huh. Let's copy this. And we'll open this in chat. Don't forget to do your Poke Dailies, your Wonder Trades, and your TCG daily claims as well. I think I did this earlier. Yeah, there you go, Benji. Ooh, double rare, my friend. 5,700 coins, 15 white flare heavy packs. Whoa. Well, so you got 15 white flare. Wow, that is awesome. You did so well. Nothing new there. And then let's open one more SVO3. Okay. Alrighty, so we completed that. No metal 18, okay. Weekly, claim TCG 3 times, 25 chat payouts, 5 cards for grading, trade 3 second type cards, and 16 grass type cards. Okay, so let's just power through opening these trick or trade cards. I already have all of them, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. And then let's look at event. See if there's anything. Huh? Oh wait, that's the same as this. I already have that. Okay. Brace your balls, we can spawn and come in. As long as there's consent. Oh, something here to claim. Mega Tokyo's Pikachu. Oh, I got stuff down here. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here?
Who's that Pokemon?
Okay, we get a seal. It's not an Eventmon. Netball is probably what you might want to throw. Gen 1 Tier C, water type.
Bueller, Bueller, Bueller.
Timer ball now. Sorry about that. Timer ball, timer ball. Welcome in, Mellows. And totally understand Benji. And heading to bed's a good idea. Nobody caught. Boo.
Bueller, Bueller,
Boo, boo. Okay. Why don't we get going into some Lego, huh? And we got this right here. We got the Lego set. We're gonna do this. This is the gift with purchase from the Goonies. I figured this would be good to do because I didn't think I'd be streaming terribly long tonight. I don't want to overdo it, on my first night kind of back from being ill. But here's this. Part of me hates to open this. Some people buy the sets with the gift that have the gifts with purchases just so they can sell them, so that way they can lower the cost of the actual set that they bought. So there's going to be a Star Trek set coming out in a little while, the Enterprise, and it's going to come with the gift purchase of a space shuttle with Rolaren. People are already expecting aftermarket that the gift with purchase set is going to go for $100 to $150, and it's wild to think that people really love all these sort of things. I don't think the Goonies set is going to go for $100, $150 for this gift with purchase. It looks like it's selling for about $50 so far, between 50 and 60, which I still think is wild. Think about it. 50 to $60 for this. I am very torn about that Enterprise set, Hannah. There are many things about it that I think are really cool, but there's one thing in particular that just really drives me crazy. And then also it's 400 and something dollars. Apparently, I'm just muting myself nonstop because I'm a goober. Uh, so I was saying Lego valued this set right here at $25, and then this one at 20. And that's because Lego, even though when you buy stuff and you meet the criteria, you can get the purchases for free. What they want to do um, is they want to figure out how much it is in case, say, like you return the big set, but you keep the little thing, right? And so they know how much to take off of the price, or vice versa, right? Um, so that's what it is. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if I was muted or not when I said that. There's a lot of things I like about the Lego Enterprise set. Like the minifigs are really cool. It displays really nicely. I like how the saucer comes off, just like in the show. But other than the price, there's one thing that just really drives me crazy, and that's on the saucer itself. When you look, like in particular underneath, but also on the top, it's not completely rounded, right? So part of it is round, but then I'm not part of it underneath, right? It comes together at these joins like this, and so they could have easily rounded that. And I know it's a hard shape to do, and on the real one, like it kind of goes up a little and then comes back down, and like I get that, but that hard angle there just made me very unhappy about it. I was like, for that price point, and knowing it's such an iconic thing, they could have got that angle correct. Because they have parts that they could have used to round that off. There was no need for it to not be rounded off. But maybe I'm just being a curmudgeon. I don't love that these stickers are bent though. That's not a love. Get 2 bags. But Hannah, I'm very glad that your friend is excited for the set. I think they're going to sell a lot of them. And if they do, they might make some others. There's a decal in it, I think, referring to, I think it's a Diderix class warboard, so a Romulan ship. And where it is, that could be an Easter egg that if the Enterprise does well, that they might do that as an upcoming set. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would make sense for how Lego works. Thank you for the lurk, Cheeky. No, that's a valid point, Benji. That can help with stuff. Let's see where we are. So, for all of you familiar with the movie, you know it kind of starts when they go into the attic, and the Goonies find stuff in the attic that leads them onto their adventure, right? So, this was a cool idea for a gift with purchase because, honestly, I'm trying to think what else they would have done. Mm, I don't know. Can you think of anything else that they would have or could have done for a gift with purchase? Like a small little extra set that does something cool, adds a little extra value, but is not an essential. Okay, so right here, let's fix this. Here's this minifig. Has jewel face. Nice printing on the torso. Back printing with another face. The hair covers it up. And hold up, we gotta put the cast on. There's a cast in here too. There we go. Which is also a reference to the movie. We've seen this cast before on Lego. So that's cool. Okay. Let's see how we do. I was watching a YouTube video today, an early one of Adam Savage building Lego on his YouTube channel. And it was like the first time he had built Lego in a long time, he said, like of that scale or anything. And so he was doing it with one of the people who works for him, Norm, and they were knolling all the pieces out. We've talked about knolling before on here. And they had this system worked out where Norm would set up the pieces Adam would need and then hand them to him. So like he would feed him the pieces, and then that way Adam could keep on just building and get things going along more quickly. And they're talking about like how beneficial it is and how nice it is and how both of them would love to do either option, and just like how much fun it can actually be to look ahead and get the pieces and hand them to someone. I was thinking, yeah, that would be really fun. It would be so great to have someone do that for you. And then I chuckled to myself for a moment. Hi, Lucretia, how are you? Because I was like, we did that with my eldest. Do you remember when my eldest was down here building? And so she had stuff, and I was just handing her the pieces and feeding to her so she could put them where they needed to go. And like that was a helpful thing. So she she got to build and do stuff and focus on that. And like I handed pieces and just kind of like hung out here with chat and talked with all of you, and it was fun. Oh, we get some sand green pieces here. Sand green is a much desired color for Lego pieces. People love sand green. It's not used a whole lot. It's a rarer color, so it tends to be expensive to get on the secondary market. People like it for stuff. A lot of people who wanted lots of it were buying multiples of the architecture Statue of Liberty because of all the sand green in it. I have the Statue of Liberty. So much sand green. Really, just a ton of sand green. Really, so much. Um, I can tell this is not going to be a full stream tonight. Like we're almost an hour in, and I'm fading a little bit. So this definitely won't be a full stream, but that's okay. Here in the U.S. tomorrow, we get spawning coming. Tomorrow is a holiday. It's Veterans Day. A day to remember those who have fought for our freedoms and who are no longer with us. Oh, thank you, Hannah.
Who's that
What do we
Pokemon?
get? We got a Galvantula. Oh, it's an Onyxmon. It is weekly quest for tier. It's a tier B. So you might want to throw a netball, magnet ball, or fastball. We'll see. And Benji, you can always make suggestions, but I don't have any sort of guide the raid because I end up picking whoever I want. Uh, but if you ever want to throw a suggestion out, feel free to. Yeah, I figured y'all might be okay with me doing a shorter stream, doing a stream and just be like, uh, thank you, Benji. Flower is an amazing individual. Uh, she really is. Yeah, I thought you might be okay with a shorter stream, and because at least there is a stream, right? Kind of getting back into it. Oh, is she? See, I'm lurking in her stream, but I'm not listening. I'm hanging and lurking. Timer ball now. Timer ball now. Yeah, I'm lurking in hers. I'm lurking in Capers. I'm lurking in Reese's. I'm lurking in all of theirs. Okay, congrats to Benji on the catch. Flower is wonderful. So many great friendos. 3, 4. Well, Benji, if it helps you go to bed, I can end right now. Will that force you to go to sleep? Because you need your rest. You need to take care of yourself, my friend. You deserve to be taken care of. Did I do? No. I thought I did a silly thing, but I didn't. No, don't do that. Okay, okay. Oh, speaking of charity, I want to let you all know I made that donation to the food bank, the local food bank, from obviously not this past weekend, but the weekend before when we were fundraising for that to help out because of the situation with Snap. So I wanted to let you know that has been made and put in. Uh, so thank you very, very much for all of your all help with that and making that possible. I know the government is supposed to be restarting Snap in some form or another, but it will take some time for people to get their benefits. And people shouldn't have to wait. Food is a right, it's a need, it's essential, it's not something for people to be fucking playing around with and holding over people's heads. And not just food, but healthy food. Food that people need to live and to be healthy. 5, 6, sorry, I'm counting pieces. 7. Benji, you are way too sweet. I've talked before about what it's like not having enough to eat, and others here in the community have been vocal about that experience for them too. So we're all people, you know? We're not playthings for others. Shitty of them to do. I was actually watching this really interesting YouTube video earlier of wasn't familiar with the person, but I guess it's an independent journalist who does YouTube videos and like documentaries about different topics. And the guy is from West Virginia, which is generally a very poor state in the US, for those who don't know. It's where a lot of coal mining historically happened. Um, it's very rural. Um, Appalachian Mountains go through there. Lots and lots and lots of poverty. Tons of poverty, right? Um, and the person was doing a thing where they ended up connecting with Bernie Sanders, who's an American senator from Vermont. He's extremely liberal, and they just kind of brought him around to some of these parts of West Virginia, and he was doing some speaking engagements and stuff, and some rallies, but he was meeting with um, really diehard Trump supporters, and I was kind of curious to see how it was going to go, and you know what sort of experience any of them would have. And it was interesting to me that whether you're someone who likes Trump, whether you're someone who likes Bernie Sanders or whatever, that the several of the Trump supporters had said that um, Bernie was not the way that he's portrayed in the media when he's made to look like a villain, made to look so unreasonable. They're like, that's not how he is in real life. And when they actually heard what he had to say and his views on stuff and everything, they're like, that's not what they see in the attack ads and all the other stuff. And so for a lot of these people who were there talking about, you know, not having food, not having access to healthcare, losing jobs because of that kind of stuff, the lack of job opportunities and everything, they were hearing stuff that he was saying, and they're like, that makes sense, and that's not what people are saying that you say. And so it kind of made me think about how maybe wherever we live, that not just in politics, but especially so, that it's important to think of the bias that comes from our sources, whether it's news sources or people, whether it's intended or unintended bias, and that how we're presenting stuff, and how the news source is presenting it, or the media that we're consuming, or whatever, it may be portraying things in a way that is not factual and is not true. And so it's helpful to go to the original source as much as possible. Yes, Benji, you're completely correct. And I'm not saying bias is always bad. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad, but it's important to be aware of it, I think. Right? Like, I have bias on many things. We all do. But, like, I have a bias right here, what we're doing right now. My bias about the value in us spending time together, the value in us dialoguing, the value and the health benefits for me, and maybe for you, in building Lego. Why Lego? I could be doing anything else to present to you. I bias saying Lego. Here you go. So that's, I mean, it's probably seems like a silly example, but that's the bias I have right there, right? Now imagine if someone else is choosing to take the bias, right, and be like, oh, you should abuse illegal substances. You should ignore all the rules, drive however you want, or whatever. I mean, you could literally put anything in there, and then different things come about. Kind of like I never thought of it this way until many years ago. Once someone told me to keep in mind that stereotypes are not all bad, right? That stereotyping Being is bad, but that some stereotypes are positive and some stereotypes are negative. It doesn't mean we should believe in them or adhere to them, but that they exist, right? And they can be harmful, whether it's a positive stereotype or a negative stereotype, right? And you could think of them for all sorts of different things. Any sort of way to describe people or things, you can think of a stereotype. Yeah, Benji, I agree. It seems different to get to um, um, moderation, um, and those who are willing to be moderated and who are moderate don't make the headlines, right? Because they are not the interesting things. It's kind of like how, if you turn on the news and your only source of information was that, like you never had any other sort of external stimuli to tell you anything, you would believe that people are always getting killed, um, getting into car accidents, stealing stuff, and so forth. You That's what you would think because that's what makes the news, right? You would never know that there are other things in life, that there are good things out there too, in addition to the negative. Uh, so it's like, what will get the views? And really, that's whether it's, you know, broadcast media and news, or anything on the interwebs, or social media. It's whatever it's going to get the algorithm to be like, oh, there's engagement here, because that's where the money's going to go, right? That's what it is. Let's see. Yes, Hannah, I think you're right. Just we don't hear about that. I totally understand, Benji. Yeah, and you know what? Like for me, there are certain things that are there are certain things for me that it's not a difference of opinion, right? For me, there are certain things where it's just certain things are right and certain things are wrong. But the amount of those I think are far smaller than most people are willing to accept or believe. And I think there's a lot of gray out there in the world. A lot of degrees of good and wrong, right? And I agree with you, Hannah. CNN doing the 24-hour news cycle was not a good thing. Think how much of that airtime is filled with pundits, and they're basically saying they don't know anything, but they're finding innovative ways to say, I don't know anything. And back to what you said, Ed. That was really something to consider. Well, geez, Mary, I'm so glad you thought of that. It makes one ponder, doesn't it? Yes, Ed, it really does. Oh, and why don't we kick it over to Sally? Sally, what's happening over there today? Well, it's really an interesting phenomena. Oh, why? I find that quite intriguing. 20 minutes has gone by and no one said anything. Nothing of substance. Right? They're just filling airtime and then throwing in some um, keywords. You got 2 seconds of a Twitch ad? What? I mean, boo, first of all, but like, what the heck? Does that mean I actually have to start taking ad breaks? Because I've just been ignoring them, thinking that
Appreciate
we get spawning
balls.
coming,
For
thinking
someone
that it
else's, I don't
just
care.
wasn't a thing here.
Consent.
Raise your balls, we get spawning coming. Um, no, I hear that. Benji, I think that's because for a lot of people, it's an emotional response to stuff. Oh, we get an event spawn, event spawn. Throw a night ball, it's a Puccina. Event spawn, throw a night ball. Hey, I'm glad it was gone. That's interesting. Good luck everyone in your throws. I'll show you where we are in a moment. I just want to put this top piece on. Oh, this tea is so nice. I'm really grateful to my wife for sharing it with me. Okay, so here we have this wall. Clearly something's gonna hook in there, right? And the floor. This is empty for I don't know why, but for some reason. Lucretia, this is you don't own an Ultra Ball. Go shopping, but if you have a Night Ball, you might want to throw it because it's an event mon. Night Ball is a preferred ball for this one, or recommended, I should say. There you go. You still get time. Timer balls now. Timer balls now. There you go. Good job getting that Ultra Ball out. And then we're working on right here on the chimney. Let's see that catch list. Congrats to Benji, Mellows, Lucretia, and myself. There you go. Oh, I might actually have to start paying attention to the ads. I've just been ignoring them. I kid you not. Harry, you're still here, my friend. My goodness. Okay, let's start building this chimney. I get that it's emotional, but why is it so much us versus them? Why do we let ourselves get played like that? Well, it's because it is emotional, Benji, right? Because, right, if you feel that you are being attacked, right? And that's what an emotional response is basically doing. It's making you feel that you're being attacked. If you're feeling that way, you will not hear anything else. Like the words might come into your head, but you're not actually absorbing them, and your body's not having a response or allowing you to have a response in which you can find the common ground. Your body's literally in the mode of, I'm being attacked, I need to protect myself. How do I protect myself? And lashing back, right? So, like, that's what's happening when there's those discussions about whatever, and there's an emotional response to it. No, I mean, I hear you, right? Honey, so good. That's something that a lot of people far smarter than I am are studying. But I believe social media is pointed to be partially at fault, if not more than partially at fault. Um, I mean, some like to say the easy answer of it's the kids, they're too sensitive now, they're snowflakes or whatever. And I think that's a cop out, and I think that's an insult, right? I really do. I think it's a complex thing, but I think social media played into it. I think pandemic played in it. Lack of socialization for a lot of people for that extended period of time, uh, in particular for younger kids, has set them back pretty far on socialization and formative years. But for all sorts of people, it's really kind of magnified that and done a number on, I would say, society as a whole, no matter where we live. I think you have that. I think polarization kind of feeds into it, right? That's all over the place and everywhere, and so that just kind of feeding into itself. I think. No, you're right. It's a heavy subject. Bag two. I think whoever figures it out, um, that most people will not agree with them, and but there'll be a lot of books written about it and some money made about the topic. But yeah, I would say I'm not trying to minimize stuff, but I would say emotional response is a key factor. That oh, there's so many cool parts in here that people that people having an emotional response to the things is what's doing it, and feeling that they are attacked. This is a great fig. Look at the face on, and the printing there is so good. You really just get a feel. And alternate face right here without the glasses. With the hair. So ta-da! That's them taken care of. Well, I mean, again, I'm not trying to minimize stuff, but very much, excuse me, but very much if you are receiving something, if a person is receiving something on an emotional level, uh, and their body is responding to it that way, their fight or flight system is getting engaged. So it's not a situation in which a logical response or any other sort of course of action really can easily take place. Uh, so again, I'm not trying to minimize it, but if I were to say, I don't know, uh, everyone who doesn't build Lego is a silly goober, that could be really harsh for some people, right? Are they gonna think, what the heck? And then no matter what else I say, they're not gonna hear. It's gonna be white noise, and their body's gonna respond to that. Be like, they've insulted me, they've attacked me. What is wargaming doing? And then they're stuck in that, right? And then it's just like your body takes over on its own and does stuff. So that's what I'm trying to convey when I'm saying like it's an emotional response as to why that might appear perhaps more prevalent nowadays than before. I don't know, and also I don't know if it really is more prevalent than it used to be. Um, it perhaps we're just having it thrust in our face more, but the uh, amount of times that it happens could still be within those constant sort of frame. I mean, I don't know. I do not have the information on that to be able to really convey such a thing. Mm, I see where you're coming from, Benji. I really do. But I also know for many people it's not that simple. Now, whether or not they wish it was that simple, I can't say because I do not know. I really don't. Microfig. Hey, Shiny. How are you, my friend?
Bueller,
Let's get this in here.
Bueller, Bueller,
That's correct. So building on some of the accoutrement and the thing here. And like I can think of situations that I've seen with other people, real world things, but I do not want to specifically mention any of them because they can be very harmful. And so I'm not going to engage in that. But I can think of, like I said, some real world situations um, where it's been, such a thing. I'm doing better, Shiny, better than I had been. How are you? Benji, I should also say that I'm probably not the best one to answer that question either because I am one who, generally speaking, is more willing to bridge the divide, even if it's only to hear what the differences are. I'm not saying I would agree with them, but to hear with them. Whereas I know a lot of people, they are not able to, for their own safety, are not able to do that. And so, like, I respect that for them, and I would not tell them to do or not do anything. Um, but I almost think you need, not you, but I almost think like it would take a person who cannot cross over the aisle, so to speak, um, to give their perspective on it. Oh, Shiny, I'm so sorry. You're the second person tonight to talk about a funeral. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm glad you're doing okay. My DMs are open. Uh, just a heads up that it might take me a while to get back to you. I'm getting over a very bad upper respiratory virus, and then last week my mental health was in the gutter. It was really, really, really bad. So I'm kind of going back to basics right now, just for self-preservation. Hey, Fabulous, how are you, my friend?
Bueller,
Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your attendance.
Bueller,
Good night, Benji. You sleep well. Yeah, I'm not going to be here a whole lot longer tonight, just for my own health. I know I could easily be here for hours and then regret it. So good to see you too, Benji. Sleep well, my friend.
Good night, moon.
Wait, what?
Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light
Shiny, that is
and red.
horrendous that you were put in that position. I have no idea what Pokemon Sleep is, but I'm glad it helps you, Benji. We get spawn incoming. Brace your balls.
Brace your balls. Or someone else.
Oh, we get an event.
This event.
It just says event spawn. We get an event spawn. Basic ball, fantasy ball, feather ball, nest ball. It's an Azrael. Event spawn, event spawn, event spawn, event spawn, event spawn, event spawn. Good luck throwing. Do I have a basic ball? I seem to. Event spawn, event spawn. Looks like you don't have any premium packs of that. Fabulous. There you go. Oh, you don't have any heavy packs either. Have you done the dailies? There you go. Yeah, but forgiving is still a far cry from being like, I'm gonna go speak up at your funeral, you know? Timer balls now, timer balls now. Oh, 31 minutes to go. Nice. Congrats to Benji and Lucretia on the catches. Okay, and I put this in here. So we're just working on the attic from the Goonies. I went a little crazy last week and spent some stream money on the Lego. Oh god, this is huge. Lego Goonies set. This is the thing we will be building on stream, not tonight. But we're working on the giftable purchase right now. And we'll see how much further we get in this. Oops, that's not a piece to go there. I was getting a second wind, but now I can see that was very temporary. I don't want to overdo it. So we'll do a little more. Ideally, I don't like to leave pieces out like this that aren't in a bag, but sometimes that can't be helped. It's more for you saying to the rest of the family, I've let go of the past. Be the better person. Look at that shiny. Yeah, it might be a generational thing. Because Goonies very much is like a Gen X kind of movie. Oh, this is how they did this. So, I knew that some of these drawers were crooked, but I wasn't sure exactly how they did it. And so, on these single studs here for these jumpers, you put it on, right? And you can do it straight, or you just kind of make it a little crooked. Such a simple thing, and I didn't think of it at all. But look, it gives you such like a cool kind of look to it. This good thing going on here. high school. Have you seen? You must have seen this, but did you see The Breakfast Club? Do you remember about how old you were when you saw that? Right on the edge. Not the best placement. I could have been up a little higher. Do I try to? Or do I just accept? It's ever so slightly hanging over the edge, like enough that the finger rubs against it. Do I try to pick it off? No, that's gonna make it worse. We'll just leave it here. Yo, you were in college? Oh, yeah. I am glad you're able to do that shiny. It's probably more of a healing way to approach it for yourself uh, than many might think. Uh, Anyone who's seen Goonies and remembers it knows that this references someone searching for a certain treasure. I like how the sticker even has like the glare on it from the light. It's so cool. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Where did that come from? Okay, we got the wheel there. Yeah, I had seen all of these much younger, and like I I don't love the Goonies in the way that I love Star Wars, for example, right? Uh, but for me, Goonies is iconic as an action adventure movie, and one that is just really neat in so many ways. Uh, One reason why I don't rewatch it as much as I probably would otherwise is that it scares me. Ooh, that's cool. Anyone ever remember these cubes that had like the light that would go and you could put your finger on it and like the light would go right there? They were a thing for a while. I was curious about Breakfast Club in particular because it is like a really great high school movie, but also it works really well for um, college kids too, and it holds true today in so many ways. John Hughes did a great job with that one. Some of his stuff doesn't hold up, like 16 Candles, right? Jeez. Sorry, my head's gonna get in the way. Look at that shiny. I applaud you for doing that as a gift to yourself. It may not feel like it, but really, that sort of stuff is a gift. So that's a sticker, but like that's a cool thing for the movie. Yep. Pretty in Pink definitely is the better of the two movies. I love both from a nostalgia standpoint. 16 Candles, and actually Pretty in Pink has its problems too, but 16 Candles is so problematic. And I can't remember which one, but one of them where like just like actually all of them, but the way they treat women is despicable. The way young women are treated it's horrendous. And at the time, it was like ha 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 kind of thing. Uh, it's not a ha 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 thing, but it was played for laughs, right? A lot of films from back then um, were treated things like that, you know, in that vein. So yesterday is past, tomorrow is a gift, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. I like that. So if I'm live 2 hours, someone needs to yell at me so that I will end stream. 2 hours is my ultimate cutoff. I'm honestly hoping to end before then. But if someone's willing to yell at me in the event that I'm live in 2 hours, uh, at a total time of 2 hours, that'd be great. That'll be like another half hour from now. It's 9:40, and that means I can still get to bed at a reasonable time and get rest. Tomorrow is a day off here in the States, but my wife has to work it. No, she doesn't have to. Well, actually, she kind of does. Um, so the kids are going to be with me, and I need to be on my best form. Thank you, Hannah. Barry, I think it's coming along pretty well. So we got like some cool references, right, to the movie, like this and this. Some stuff from the attic. You get work tomorrow too. Some little cool odds and ends. We're just working on. I think this is gonna be part of the banisters right here. I think that's what we're doing. So like, my wife works at a university, well, college, and they had the option, like, it was a day off, so they didn't have to work. But if they chose to work, they could get a different day off. And so she was going to go in and work because of that, and so she could just get another day off because I was going to be home. But then her boss was going to work it anyway, and her boss had an unfortunate situation with her car where the cars
Appreciate your balls.
British balls we
Someone
could
else
spawn and
consent.
come
What
in
the fuck is this consent?
where the car one of the windshield wipers flew off, and then she noticed the windshield is cracked, so like she can't drive it, and so it's not getting replaced just yet. It won't be in time for tomorrow. Oh, we get an event spawn. We get a marrow. Event spawn, event spawn, event spawn, event spawn. Netball, sport ball, fantasy ball. If you still have sport balls, might want to throw one. Fantasy ball. Excuse me. Okay, I don't have that. I will throw a netball. I don't have that either. Do I have a sport ball? Okay, apparently I had a sport ball. And Hannah, I'll answer your question after spawn. Don't forget to do your Wonder Trades, your Poke Dailies, your TCG Dailies as well. And you might also want to, oh yes. Okay. You might also want to do your timer balls now, timer balls now. I don't remember what I was going to tell you to do. Some. Hydrate, take care of yourself. Congrats to Mellos and Hannah on your catch. Oh, I just remembered. Don't forget to claim your attendance. And if you know the secret word, put the secret word in. So that way you can get your bonus loyalty points. And this is a cool piece. Right, look at that. Okay, we're doing a big poll. Harry, look at you giving away the secrets. How funny. So you all know how Dr. Krabby has secret words that you just type and then you get extra stuff. How funny would it be if that was like a hidden word that no one knew about, that it just activated something? If like you finding that took away all your loyalty points, I mean that would be incredibly mean, but also like it'd be kind of funny. I think I the goblin in me would want to do that, but I would never actually do that to anyone. But yeah, the chaos goblin in me would be like, that would be so funny. But I wouldn't actually do that because that would be like such a dick thing to do. The only one I can be a dick to is myself. Not to any of you. Okay, and tricorn hat. I mean, this is just kind of snazzy looking. Do this. Ooh, this is an easy step. Get a barrel. Get a sword. And shove the sword in and get a coin. Oh, yeah, so Hannah, I'm so sorry. Would you mind reminding me what the question was? Apparently my brain can't handle too many things right now. I'm so sorry to ask you to retype it. Oh, yes, that's a great question and very observant of you. So when I got married, I got married. My wife and I, we went together. We picked out our wedding bands and our rings. Um, and so this is the one we picked for me. So this is what I was wed with. As I mentioned before, we're very Catholic, so we had a Catholic high mass for it. So this is what was put on my finger when I was married to my wife, and I've only taken it off a handful of times, like if I needed to for medical stuff or if my finger's really swollen or whatever. But otherwise, it always stays on. So then, this is the ring right here that my grandfather had when he and my grandmother married many, many, many years ago. And so when he passed away, this was kept. I don't know it was kept, but it was kept. And then after my grandmother passed, my aunts and my mom asked if I wanted my grandfather's wedding ring. And I said yes. Um, I don't feel worthy of wearing it. He was an amazing man who I continue to look up to, and I don't feel that I am a tiny portion of a person that he was. But when I was given it, my wife said that if I wanted, I could wear this as my wedding ring instead of my wedding ring. And I said no, that I would wear both. And I don't really know many people who wear two wedding rings. It is an unusual thing, I think. And I don't think unusual means bad. So I wear both rings. Uh, this one here, as I learned, for Catholics, if you ever see for Catholics it would be a woman, but if you ever see a woman with her engagement ring and her wedding band, her wedding ring or wedding band is supposed to be the one closest in because it's supposed to be the one closest to your heart. And so that's why the engagement ring is supposed to be furthest out. I thought it never mattered. I didn't know, but there's actually a thing. And so I have my wedding ring here, where it's supposed to be, and then my grandfather's ring. And it is very thin because they did not have money. It is 14 karat gold, but also you can tell it's smooth and thin from all his years of wearing it. And so I think of him, and someday I hope to feel worthy of it. Is what it is. But yeah, so that's what that is. I'm trying to think how you sent me off on a little thing here. I know I have a note on when they got married. Uh, so I'm just gonna double check. Excuse me. When I go and look. So let's see. They got married in 1947. So this ring is at least that old, right? I know, and I don't know if it's something you've ever been asked to do, Hannah. I don't know, like sometimes people would have it like be melted down and formed into new jewelry, or put on like a pendant or a chain to wear around the neck, or somehow incorporated into other jewelry or whatever. This was just what I had done here. I think next spawn's gonna be the last spawn. And then that way I'll still have energy to raid out and then get cozy for bed. I might try to eat something. Yesterday I didn't eat anything at all day long. And then today I had some club crackers earlier in the day. I wasn't nauseous or like I wasn't throwing up or anything. But I had some club crackers, and then I had like a couple half sandwiches and a frozen dinner at dinner time, and my body was getting used to having food with me, so not everything. I was in the bathroom a bunch. I might try having something a little stable because I have something in my tummy. Again, a question for you. Do you have a preference between uh, white gold, or some of the other metals for rings? Like, isn't titanium one? Um, I'm trying to think what some of the other ones are that people use for rings. I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, and then this, my wife got me. It's for our wood anniversary. So this has a sliver of wood in it from Hawaii. We've never been, but we thought it would be fun to go. So like whenever someone's like knock on wood, I knock on my ring. If you're curious, this is building up the other wall. We're actually not that far away. It's all these small pieces that are gonna hold things up. Hey, Red Eye, how are you, my friend? Oh, very interesting, Hannah.
Bueller,
I'm getting there, Red Eye.
Bueller,
Uh, this spawn's gonna be the last spawn of stream because I can tell I'm starting to fade, and I don't want to overdo it. Tomorrow's a day off down here. It's a holiday, and my wife is working, and the kids are with me, so I want to make sure I'm well rested for them. Although I tell you, it kills me to not finish the set tonight because we're really not that far off. I saw that you are liking the Enterprise set, though. As you may have guessed, I have the Goonies set. We're doing the gift with purchase. I got this last week, dug deep into streaming money. We were talking a little bit earlier about Bishop Ball's final spawn of stream.
Or someone else's, I don't care as long as
We were
it's
talking a little bit
consent.
earlier about the Enterprise um, set and some of the things I like about it and some of the stuff that I don't.
Who's that?
but I'm glad that you like it. What do we got? We got a nimble in chat. It's a bug type, so it's good for bug hunt, netball, featherball, but it's not an event one or anything like that. But good luck if you're throwing. I will just because I believe there's a weekly miss mission. This is all cattywampus. And actually, this gives me a chance to put a few more pieces on. I'm not kidding when I say it kills me to not finish this. Hey, Cape Cod! Cape Cod's in my neck of the woods. I actually picked this up at a nearby Lego store, and they had that gingerbread at there. Timer balls now, timer balls now. I tell you, if I wasn't picking this up, that would have been a temptation for me. Congrats to me. Okay. So, step 44, just so you can see, has this, right? We did this. But earlier, we had these pieces, which allow us to angle this in. And you might think, why does that matter? So when you look here, right, if it's straight up and down, you get this big gap here. But when we angle it in, it fits nicely with this. So it's like a cape window, some dormers. And these are the pieces that we have left. Not a ton. And while I could finish them, I am not going to do that to me. Oh, there's so few pieces left. Why am I looking at this? Okay, I lied. There's like 2 steps left. I don't know why there's all these pieces, but there's 2 steps left. There's 2 steps left. Most of these pieces aren't even being used. It's 2 steps. It's like 2 steps. This is seriously, it's 2 steps. Okay. Because like, really, it's like, oh biscuits, life preserver. What are you caught on? This, when I show you what really has to get done, you're gonna be like, really, that's it? It would totally be silly to do. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 7 pieces to do. That's nothing. Absolutely nothing. One of them is this, which we're putting a sticker on. Like there's really so little here to do. I was gonna just be like, okay, no, we're not. We're gonna be good and end right there. But then when I saw how few pieces there are, I'd be a total dingus for finishing then. Okay. That's not perfectly straight, but that is a painting, and that hole is there on purpose because, well, it's the thing with the movie. So that slides in there, like so, right there. And then the last thing we gotta do is really silly. We have a name plate, and that's it. And this is why I couldn't just end it there, because it would be such a stupid thing to come back to. I hope if I actually get this in the right spot. Okay, done. So see, we had to put this on, this, do the stuff here for this portrait, and then the nameplate. This is printed, by the way. That will be an expensive piece. Done. That counts as a set, so that is completed. I'll add the number up for that. We get extra pieces. Okay, so let's add this there. Itchy noggin. Okay, so now, so that I'm not a liar, we can come over here. Aha. So, last chance to redeem attendance, everybody. Get those loyalty points in. We are going to raid out now. And I will be taking care of myself. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. If you are subbed and you want to, feel free to copy this raid message. My hair is crazy. And if you're not, feel free to copy that message if you'd like to. We are going to be raiding a wonderful friend who is doing some good in the world. I'm referring to the one and only Call the Flower. Everyone, thank you for redeeming your attendances. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending the time here with me. Thank you for throwing for your Pokemon and opening your packs. We will be having a card made soon. And otherwise, I'm planning to be back on Friday, I believe it is. So Friday night for my usual time. I hope all of you stay healthy and stay well. Don't forget that I have big, big hugs for all of you, and that I like you just the way you are for who you are. My DMs are open, and of course, I'm happy to chat with any of you about anything. But as I had mentioned, kind of going back to basics right now, just to kind of keep myself afloat with everything going on in my life. And just a reminder as well, on the 21st and the 22nd, so that's a Friday and a Saturday, I'm not streaming. The 21st is my mom's surgery for her cancer, and then obviously the Saturday is the day after. I don't know what that'll be like, but I'm planning to not stream just in case. And I'm not streaming Friday because that's surgery day, so I won't be doing that. But otherwise, let's go to the flower and give her some love. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much.